The story is moving toward a phase where the boys are no longer fighting for justice, but for survival. Because the penultimate episode ended with the death of Frenchie and Homelander murdering the president, the status quo of the world has been completely dismantled. This leads to a scenario where Homelander is no longer a corporate puppet, but a self-proclaimed god sitting in the Oval Office, with the power of V1 running through his veins. So now, the narrative shifts from a covert war into a public execution. This happens because Homelander's new immortality removes any fear of consequences, which forces Butcher to look at his own mortality as his only remaining weapon. Instead of saying the finale gets violent, we have to look at the new system Billy is building, using himself as a host for the final desperate plan to replicate Soldier Boy's depowering blast. This leads to a logical buildup where Ryan becomes the ultimate wild card. This forces Ryan to choose between the father who just beat him to a pulp and the man who is willing to die to save him. But that feels too predictable for a series known for subverting expectations. A more likely outcome is that Sister Sage's defection wasn't a betrayal of Vought, but the final stage of her plan to let the Supes and humans destroy each other entirely. The core question now becomes, can the world actually survive the vacuum left behind if both Butcher and Homelander die? This will lead to one of two outcomes. Either Starlight and Huey manage to lead a new era of accountability, or the destruction of Vought Tower leaves a power gap that turns the entire country into a permanent war zone. Will Billy Butcher finally get the revenge he spent 5 seasons dying for? Subscribe to our channel.